There's no escaping it. The way you make me feel is something that grips me, holds me, and pulls me back to you no matter how far I try to run. You've carved your name into my heart in a way that no one else ever has. It's like your presence is written into my very DNA, and I don't think I could erase it, even if I wanted to. I try to move on, to let go, but every time I think I've finally freed myself from you, I realize that my thoughts, my heart, my soul are still tied to you in ways I can't control. I'm addicted to the way you make me feel alive, the way you make every moment seem brighter, every second more precious, and I don't want it to stop. It's not just love, it's something deeper, something that binds us together in ways that I can't explain. It's the need for you, for us, for everything that we share. Every time I try to move on, it feels like I'm leaving a part of myself behind. You've become an integral part of who I am, and walking away from that would mean walking away from me. I never expected this, never thought I would become so captivated by someone, but here I am, constantly thinking about you, constantly feeling this pull that I can't resist. There's a fire in my heart that only you can ignite. No one else has the power to make me feel this way, to make me crave them so intensely. You've become the center of my world. Every thought, every action is somehow connected to you, and I don't know how to stop it. I'm not sure when it happened, but somewhere along the way, you became my addiction. Now I can't imagine a life without you in it. You've become the first thing I think of when I wake up, and the last thing I think of before I fall asleep. Your presence is woven into every aspect of my life. I don't want to be without you, even when I try to convince myself I should be. You've become a part of my soul, and letting go would be like losing a piece of me. There's something about you that pulls me in, something that makes me feel like I can't live without you. You've become my every thought, my every desire. Even when I try to keep my distance, it feels like the universe is pulling us together. You've become my addiction, and I'm not sure I want to quit. It's as if every moment spent away from you feels incomplete. You've become a part of me in ways I never imagined possible. Your energy, your presence, it's something I can't escape. It wraps around me, pulls me in, and makes me feel like I'm where I'm meant to be. The way you look at me, the way you speak to me, it's all so intoxicating. I never asked for this addiction, but somehow, here I am, craving more of you. I never thought I could become so hooked on someone, but you've shown me that love is a force so powerful it consumes everything in its path. There's no escape from you, not because I don't want to, but because I can't help but want you more. You've become my everything, my constant desire. When I think of you, it's not just love that I feel. It's a need, an ache that pulses through every part of me, reminding me that you are everything I could ever want. You've become my escape, my sanctuary, my addiction. It's not something I planned, but it's something I don't want to lose. I try to step back, but the pull of you is too strong. You've become an obsession, but not in a way that feels unhealthy. It's a beautiful, consuming need. No matter how much I try to resist, I always find myself coming back to you. You're the one who holds the key to my heart, and I can't seem to let go. I've tried to forget, to walk away, but you haunt my every thought, my every breath. You've embedded yourself so deeply into my soul that I can't escape you. You've become the reason I wake up every day, the reason my heart beats with so much intensity. I never knew I could feel this way, but here I am, addicted to you. In the moments when we're apart, I find myself searching for you in everything. It's as though my heart knows that something is missing and it can only be filled by you. You've taken over my heart, my mind, my very essence. No matter how much I try to convince myself I'm fine without you, I know deep down that I need you more than anything. The thought of you keeps me up at night, not because I'm in pain, but because I can't stop thinking about how deeply I'm connected to you. You've become more than a thought. You're a feeling that lives in every fiber of my being. I crave you, not just in a physical sense, but in a way that I can't explain. Every day spent with you feels like a beautiful dream, one that I never want to wake up from. You've become my addiction, my life, my everything. You're not just a person in my life, you're the very reason I feel alive. Without you, everything seems dull, but with you, everything shines brighter than ever. You've become an addiction, not because I've lost control, but because you make me feel alive in ways I never thought were possible. Every thought, every heartbeat is consumed by you, and yet I wouldn't change a single thing. There's something about the way you make me feel, like I can't breathe without you, but at the same time, I feel as though I'm soaring. It's a constant push and pull, but somehow I can't seem to walk away. In the silence of the night, it's your thoughts that invade my mind, pulling me deeper into a place I never wanted to leave. I try to push you out, but all I want is more of you. You're the spark that ignites my every thought, the fire that burns through my soul. You've become my greatest addiction, and I'm not sure if I want to break free. There's something magnetic about you. No matter how many times I tell myself to step back, to focus on me, I always find myself gravitating towards you again and again. When I think of you, it's not just a passing thought, it's an obsession, a yearning that pulls at my very core, demanding my attention, my time, and my heart. You've woven yourself into the very fabric of my being. Each day without you feels incomplete, like I'm missing the most vital part of myself. I can't explain it, but there's a constant ache in my chest whenever you're not around. It's not a pain, but a longing, an unspoken need that only you can fulfill. You're more than just someone I want. You're someone I need, someone who fills the empty spaces of my heart with warmth. And even when I try to step away, I only find myself coming back to you. The thought of you lingers in my mind like a soft melody, and no matter how loud the world gets around me, it's your voice that I hear. When I'm with you, I lose track of everything else. It's as if the world fades away, and all that's left is us, our connection, our feelings, our truth. It's hard to describe, but when you're near, my heart races, my thoughts swirl, and everything in me comes alive. I crave that feeling, and yet it terrifies me. You've taken over my thoughts in the most unexpected way. I never planned on falling this deep, but now I can't imagine my life without you in it. You're my constant thought, the one person who occupies every inch of my mind. It's not that I can't focus on anything else. It's that I don't want to. In your absence, I find myself searching for pieces of you in everything I do. The way you laugh, the way you move, your essence is etched into everything around me. Every word you speak, every glance you give, seems to reach deep inside of me, pulling me closer even when I try to resist. I'm addicted, but in the best way. There's no logical explanation for the way I feel. It's a pull so strong, so undeniable, that no matter how much I try to fight it, I can't let go. When you're with me, I feel like I'm home. When you're gone, everything feels hollow, like I'm lost in a world I can't navigate alone. The thought of losing you is more terrifying than the thought of giving in to this addiction. But even so, it feels like I can't stop myself from craving you, needing you, more than I've ever needed anything. You've become the center of my universe. Everything I do, every move I make, is in some way connected to the space we share. It's a bond that I can't explain, but it's a part of me now. I don't know what it is about you, but the way you look at me makes me feel like I'm everything to you. And somehow I believe it, even when I try not to. Your presence has become an addiction, not because you overwhelm me, but because you complete me in ways I didn't know I was missing. I crave your energy, your touch, your soul. There's an unspoken connection between us, one that binds us together, pulling me closer to you in ways that feel both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. You're the thought that's always on my mind, the feeling that's always in my heart. No matter how much I try to push it away, it only grows stronger. In the quiet moments, when there's no one else around, it's you that fills the silence. Your absence is a hole in my heart that nothing else can fill. Every time I think I've gotten over this, you come back into my life, and I realize that I never really left you at all. I'm still addicted to you. I tell myself I need space, but when I step away from you, I find myself longing to be closer. You've become a part of my soul, and now I can't imagine living without you. Your absence leaves me in a state of yearning, a desire to feel whole again. You are the one who makes me feel like I am truly seen, truly understood. The way you make me feel is not something I can easily explain, but it's as though you've unlocked a part of me that I didn't even know existed. Now I can't let go.